This video is about verifying double angle identities. Let's look at these double angle identities. Sine 2 theta equals 2 sine theta cosine theta. Both sides we divided by 2. You could see 1/2 sine 2 theta equals sine theta cosine theta. For cosine 2 theta equals cosine square theta minus sine square theta, also equals this. If you have a cosine 2 theta equals 2 cosine square theta minus 1, plus 1 both sides, you could see 1 plus cosine 2 theta equals 2 cosine square theta. For cosine 2 theta equals 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Cross the river, change the sign. You will get 2 sine square theta equals 1 minus cosine 2 theta. So for this is a twisted form for this double angle identities. We will use this a lot for verifying double angle identities. Let's go to A from left side, because left side is a little bit complicated. Then you have sine theta plus cosine theta square. We do know that A plus B square equals A square plus 2AB plus B square plus 2 sine theta cosine theta, then plus cosine square theta. We do know that sine square theta plus cosine square theta equals 1. Therefore, this equals 1. Then plus, for 2 sine theta cosine theta, you see you can get this sine 2 theta. So you get the sine 2 theta equals right hand side. So we finish proving. Let's go to B. Cosine fourth power x minus sine fourth power x equals cosine 2x. From left hand side, you will have a cosine fourth power x minus sine fourth power of x. Remember this, you have a squared minus b squared. We can factor a plus b times a minus b. We will factor, you will get cosine square x plus sine square x. Then times cosine square x minus sine square x. This is 1. So 1 times cosine square x minus sine square x, we will use this formula. That is cosine 2x. So equals cosine 2x equals right hand side. Let's go to C. For this question, remember always get started with the side which has a double angle trig function. So we go to left hand side equals 1 plus sine 2x. Here is cosine 2x. We just proved for A that is cosine x plus sine x squared equals 1 plus sine 2x. We're going to use this identity to rewrite this one, 1 plus sine 2x. We will do cosine x plus sine x squared. For cosine 2x, we will do cosine square x minus sine square x. For the denominator, we will do those factoring. That is a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. Therefore, you will get cosine x plus sine x. Then cosine x minus sine x. Your top will be cosine x plus sine x squared. Then you can reduce. Top cosine x plus sine x left. Therefore, we will write down like this. Cosine x minus sine x. Then cosine x plus sine x. Then top and bottom, we divided by cosine x. Then you will get answer will be 1 plus tangent x. Denominator will be 1 minus tangent x equals right hand side. We finish proving. Let's go to D. Still, we get started from here. So we will do right hand side equals 1/2 plus 1/2 cosine 2 theta. Just to check the left side, we have a cosine square theta. Therefore, we go to use this formula because on the left side of this equation, we have a cosine square theta. So you have 1/2 plus 1/2. Cosine 2 theta, we will change into 2 cosine square theta minus 1. Then simplify 1/2 plus distributive property cosine square theta minus 1/2. So you get the cosine square theta, cos left hand side. Let's go to E. So left hand side equals sine 2 theta over 1 minus cosine 2 theta. 1 minus cosine 2 theta, you could say that is 2 sine square theta. Write down 2 sine square theta. For sine 2 theta, you will get the 2 sine theta cosine theta. Then reduce. 2 is gone. This, you will get the sine theta. That's why you will get the cotangent theta equals right hand side. We finish the proof. Let's go to F. Still, we got to do the left hand side equals. You have a sine theta plus 2 sine theta cosine theta. For the denominator, you have a 1 plus cosine 2 theta. You will get this 1 plus cosine 2 theta. You will get the 2 cosine square theta. So you have 2 cosine square theta, then plus cosine theta. That equals. We will factor sine theta. Then that's the common factor, 1 plus 2 cosine theta. For the denominator, cosine theta is the common factor. Then you have a 2 cosine theta plus 1. Then you can reduce. Sine theta over cosine theta, that is a tangent theta, equals right hand side. We finish proving. Let's go to this J. Still, we need to do the left hand side. secant 2x, you will get the 1 over cosine 2x plus sine 2x over cosine 2x. So change everything into sine and a cosine. Then your denominator cosine 2x. Your top is 1 plus sine 2x. So 1 plus sine 2x, we know that is cosine x plus sine x squared. Cosine x plus sine x squared. Then for this cosine 2x, I will change into cosine square x minus sine square x. Then we factor cosine x plus sine x. Then cosine x minus sine x. Look at the top will be cosine x plus sine x squared. Then this time, reduce. You will get the cosine x plus sine x. Let's rewrite the final answer. That will be cosine x plus sine x all over cosine x minus sine x. So equals right hand side. We finish the proof. Let's go to H. The left hand side equals 1 minus cosine 2x all over 2 sine x. 1 minus cosine 2x is here. That equals 2 sine square x over 2 sine x. Then you can reduce. You will get the sine x over 1. That equals sine x. So equals right hand side. We finish proof.